Hey guys, welcome to day 38, my 100-day self-connection experiment where I meditate every day for 2 hours and then share my experiences with you guys. Today's meditation, so much just anger and irritation and frustration surfaced today. Last night I was feeling like a really intense crown chakra opening where I was just feeling so much grace flooding into me that it had started happening right before I was going to go to sleep. It started happening at like midnight or 11. And the energy wasn't telling me, it wasn't like pulling me out of bed to shoot a video or to share it, to like write it. It was just like some kind of download, some kind of integration of a lot of energy. And at first I was like, oh, is this just for me to enjoy right now? And this is just, this the universe giving this to me. That's what my personal will says. But then I realized, I have a lot of sessions upcoming, a lot more than I usually do. And I realized this is light. This is grace coming into me to be shared through those sessions. This is an impersonal descent of grace. This is grace for the one. And I felt just to be a conduit in that moment, it was just to allow it and just to be with it and sit with it and not resist it at all and not try to force myself to go to sleep and to just be with this energy, be with this activation or this download. And so I just did that. I just sat there until I think like 3 a.m, just with this energy. I didn't try to write with it or shoot a video. I just sat with it. And it was interesting. This morning I woke up and I felt like this energy that had descended into me got like all kind of like tangled and knotted up or something. I don't know if you've ever done this. If you go to bed in this super high state, you wake up sometimes just like feeling like maybe 100 years old or like super off, or maybe this anger and frustration or something because the mind and the personal will is like it thinks it didn't get enough sleep. And that's another thing an awakening will do, is it will change your core beliefs about sleep, how much you need, when you need it. Because we all grow up being told we need 8 hours of sleep and it needs to be at these certain times, right? And so during an awakening, sometimes because of all the energetic phenomena happening, because of the dance of energy taking place in this awakening experience, sometimes we only get a few hours of sleep, but we still have a full day of stuff we need to do, and it just always happens. It just always works out, and sometimes we don't even feel tired. And sometimes the opposite's true, where we sleep way longer than we ever needed to. So I woke up and I just felt this anger and this frustration in me. And so this meditation today was just about sitting with that. And it was fascinating to see how much my ego, how much Matt doesn't want to feel anger and frustration and irritation. It's like those are the ones that really are a turn off to me the most. Those are the ones that I tend to resist the most. And I go into storyland big time. I go into the dream state of consciousness, meaning believing the stories in my mind, big time when I'm feeling lots of anger and irritation and like just that restless frustration, just like ugh. And so that's what I had to sit with for over 2 hours today, and I'm going to sit with it more after this video. And I'm just seeing like this anger. I'm seeing that all the light that came into me last night, while initially it provided this high and this euphoria, and I was feeling like ecstatic and connected. What it also did, as you know, what this much light can do on your own path, I'm sure you felt this, it brought up a lot of that density. It brought up a lot of that anger and that frustration. And here's why, I think. So as we continue to expand, as we continue to shine our light more, it's essential that we're rooted in our power, that we're rooted in that we're centered in our strength, like our spiritual center, like our that's where our, the solar plexus is the center of our power. It's the, when we think of the solar plexus, I like how Craig Holliday puts it. It's that feeling of nobody fucks with me, So that solar plexus is, that's where we can feel when we're sitting with anger. That's where we can feel it the most sometimes. And what I think this is like I was saying, as we expand, it's essential that we have the power, that we're connected to our power, so that we can continue to serve as we expand. So I think all this light, the download I was receiving last night that kept me awake, not only was it, grace to help with the sessions in terms of like connecting me to the universe more and helping me to activate grids within me. That's something I heard from the Soulful Taz. She said it so beautifully. Like we sometimes, she was saying in her sessions, she would have to like she was learning how to activate certain grids in her body by touching certain buttons. That's how she put it. And it resonated so deeply. And so I felt like this light was coming in to help me become more aware of certain grids that I can activate, so that I can share these grids, share this knowledge with you guys, with clients. And I also think the other side of that is this light came in to bring up a lot of my power that has been just kind of sitting there. A lot, so and that power initially is going to feel like anger. But as I sit with this anger, as I sit with this restlessness and this irritation, I can feel it transforming. I can feel it alchemizing and transmuting into my spiritual power, into my ability to hold space for others, to hold space for myself. And so I just wanted to share that today's meditation was full of that anger. And for some of us, like me, if you're like me, you don't like feeling that anger, that's like one of your least favorites. And, but know that this anger is a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift from the divine. This anger is grace, and this anger is your power, if only you will allow yourself to just open to it fully and to be with it. Day number 38. I love you guys, and I will see you on day 39. Namaste.